Hello, welcome back to another video on astrology. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about Pushkara Navamsa. You might be wondering, where are all these guys coming from? So many new terms each time. As you go through many classical books, you will find some extraordinary information in one particular book, and somehow they have stood the test of time. And so it's not just enough that we read very ancient books like Brihat, Parashara, Horashastra or Jaimini Sutras. Even authors who lived quite recently have discovered many things in astrology. So this information is taken from Jataka Parijata. But if you want to know what is Pushkara Navamsa, maybe it pushes the planet to do more good things. It gives the push, the momentum for a planet. So in this video, I'll be taking you through what is Pushkara Navamsa, and you can always check whether a particular planet is dignified in any special way. And as the name implies, Pushkara Navamsa is to be noted down from the Navamsa Chart. The Navamsa Chart may be used in several different ways, and this is just one of them. Before going to the green board, let me tell you that Pushkara Navamsa is a special advantage for a planet.
Pushkara Navamsa is a particular Navamsa position that enhances the positive qualities of a planet, and many have said that it is almost equal to exaltation. While that may be somewhat of an exaggeration, you can safely conclude that a planet in Pushkara Navamsa is definitely elevated and is special. We are not going to use all the planets just to avoid confusion. We'll just use one graha to explain what is Pushkara Navamsa. Your nakshatra is always based on the position of the moon. So that's the reason why I'm picking up moon. Most of you might not only know your nakshatra, the star, but you'll also know the pada, whether it is Ashwini first pada or Ashwini second pada, or Ashwini third pada, whatever. So there are only 4 padas per star. If the moon is in Ashwini, there is no need to look any further, because any planet in Ashwini, Maka or Mula do not have any Pushkara Navamsa. Ashwini, Magha and Mula are star numbers 1, 10 and 19. If you add up the numbers, you always get 1. Ketu nakshatras do not have Pushkara Navamsa. So is true about Mrigasira nakshatra, which happens to be here. The last 2 padas in Taurus and the first 2 padas in Gemini. The name of the star is Mrigasira, and Mrigasira also does not have any Pushkara Navamsa. So Mrigasira is the 5th nakshatra. Therefore, Chitra, the 14th nakshatra, and the 23rd nakshatra, Dhanishta, do not have Pushkara Navamsa. The numbers of these 3 stars are the 5th, the 14th and the 23rd respectively, and they all add up to 5. And Aslesha, the 9th nakshatra, also does not have Pushkara Navamsa. And its trinal stars, namely the 18th nakshatra, which is Jyeshta, and the 27th nakshatra over here, Revati, these Mercury stars do not have Pushkara Navamsa. So we have eliminated 3 into 3, 9 stars completely from the list of the possible Pushkara Navamsa. Now let's get on with which star has Pushkara Navamsa in the first place. So we'll go one by one. The 3rd pada of every Venus star is a Pushkara Navamsa. So how do we understand this? The Venus stars are the 2nd star Bharani, and the trinal star to that is the 11th nakshatra Poorvaphalguni, and the trinal star to that is the 20th nakshatra Poorvashada. All these 3 stars belong to Venus or Shukra. So when we say the moon is in the 3rd pada of Bharani, then it means it has crossed 4 padas of Ashwini here, Ashwini 1, 2, 3, 4, which doesn't have a Pushkara Navamsa, and then starts Bharani 1, 2 and 3. So it's actually the seventh pada. There are just two more padas in this sign because every sign has 9 padas. So if you want to know where this moon is going to be placed in the Navamsa chart, then you must watch one of my videos in which I've explained how to do the Navamsa chart. In case you haven't, let me repeat. The moon, if it happens to be in Bharani third pada, which is a Pushkara Navamsa, then in the Navamsa it has to be placed somewhere in this place, and the counting starts from this as the first Navamsa. So this is Ashwini 1, Ashwini 2, Ashwini 3, Ashwini 4, Bharani 1, Bharani 2 and Bharani 3. Now this is a Pushkara Navamsa. So this actually means if anybody has any graha in the Rashi chart in this place, Aries or Mesha, and then in the Navamsa chart, the same graha here is found in this place in the Navamsa chart, which is it is in Tula Navamsa or Libra Navamsa, then this is a Pushkara Navamsa. So now let's do the remaining two stars, Poorvaphalguni and Poorvashada. If a graha is in Poorvaphalguni, the 11th nakshatra, third pada, in that case the moon, because we are using the example of the moon here, this moon will be in this portion of the sky, Leo or Simha Rashi. And in the Navamsa, the graha here will be in the Navamsa of Tula or Libra. The reason for that is, counting for a planet or a graha that is placed here always begins from here in this Navamsa. So you go back here and say this is Maka 1, Maka 2, Maka 3 and Maka 4. And then this is Poorvaphalguni 1, Poorvaphalguni 2 and Poorvaphalguni 3. So the beauty of the Navamsa is that the trinal stars with the same pada will be in the same place in the Navamsa. If any graha is in Poorvashada, the 20th nakshatra, and in the third pada of Poorvashada, then in Navamsa that graha will be placed in Tula or Libra. So in each of these cases, the planet concerned is in Pushkara Navamsa. Suppose you are born in Krittika first pada, which is the last part of Mesha. Therefore, the moon will be the 9th pada of this particular sign. Then you are a Krittika first pada. The trinal stars to this is Uttaraphalguni first pada and Uttarashada first pada. All these three stars belong to the sun, and this is a Pushkara Navamsa. So let's do it. So now let's assume that moon is here in the last part, the last pada of this particular sign, and you would like to know where the moon is going to be placed in the Navamsa. So here it is 1, because we know that the last part here, which is the 9th part, the counting starts from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in the Navamsa, you will always find the moon here, and if the nakshatra is Krittika first pada, and this is a Pushkara Navamsa. The same is true if the moon happens to be here in Uttaraphalguni first pada. The Navamsa will be here, the same place, no change. And if the moon is here in Uttarashada, then the moon would be here. But this is a very special moon because the moon is Vargotama, because you know that if a graha holds the same sign in both Rashi and Navamsa, it is elevated and it has a special title, the Vargotama. It is in Vargotamamsa. So now let's get on with the remaining stars. And this time we are going to do the stars of the moon, which is here, Rohini Nakshatra. This moon is in Pushkara Navamsa if the moon happens to be in the second pada of Rohini. So if it is in the second pada of this sign, where is it to be placed in Navamsa? For all grahas that are placed in Taurus, the counting in Navamsa always starts from here, Capricorn, Makara Rashi. And from here, 1, 2, 3, these three padas are reserved for the sun, which is Krittika 2, 3 and 4. So Rohini 1 is here and Rohini 2 is here. So this is really special because for Rohini 2, the moon is exalted both in Rashi chart and Navamsa chart. It is Vargotama and it is also exalted. That is something extremely nice. If the moon happens to be in Hasta second pada, the trinal star to Rohini, in that case also the moon would be here in Navamsa. That is because the counting for this moon for Navamsa starts from here. Uttaraphalguni 2, 3 and 4, and then again Hasta 1 and Hasta 2. So let's do the last one. If moon is in Shravana second pada, this is also a Pushkara Navamsa. You will find in Navamsa the moon exalted in Navamsa, in Taurus, in Rishabha Navamsa. Since we are dealing with the second pada, let's finish up with the remaining two star groups. The other star groups are the Jupiter stars and the Saturn stars. So let's start with Jupiter stars. Jupiter star is here, Punarvasu, the 7th nakshatra, and Punarvasu 1, 2 and 3 are in Mithuna or Gemini. So let's find out where it is in the Navamsa. If a graha is placed in this Rashi, the counting always starts from here. That's because this is the only trinal movable sign from this sign. So starts from here. So Mrigasira 3, Mrigasira 4 and Arudra 1, 2, 3, 4. Then Punarvasu 1 and Punarvasu 2. So you find this situation, moon is always exalted in Navamsa. So each time you see in Navamsa a moon exalted, you should always recheck whether if it is a Pushkara Navamsa, and it will always be Pushkara Navamsa if the graha occupies the star of the moon, Jupiter or Saturn in the Rashi chart. The trinal stars to Punarvasu second pada is Vishaka second pada here, and the Navamsa of this moon will definitely be only here. And in the same way, there is another Pushkara Navamsa if the moon is in Poorvabhadra second pada, and for this moon the Navamsa moon will be placed here in Rishabha or Taurus. Now let's get on with the last possibility for the second pada Pushkara Navamsa, and this happens to be Saturn. So Saturn has a star here. So the 8th nakshatra Pushya or Pushyami. So the 8th nakshatra Pushya is here in Karkataka or Cancer, and so whatever I say of the 8th nakshatra applies to the 17th nakshatra Anurdadha here and the 26th nakshatra Uttarabhadra. So the second pada of Pushya is a Pushkara Navamsa. So let's find out where it is in the Navamsa chart. So counting for a graha here in Karkataka or Cancer always starts from the same point because it's a movable sign. So move here. The first part is Punarvasu 4th pada and Pushya 1 and Pushya 2. This is a Pushkara Navamsa. Same way, if you have the moon in Anurdadha second pada, the moon will be here in Navamsa. So also, if it is here in Uttarabhadra 2, the Pushkara Navamsa position of the moon will be here in Kanya or Virgo. Now we have come to the last part. The 4th pada of the Sun, Rahu and Jupiter is a Pushkara Navamsa. So let's do it. The 4th pada of the Sun, it is here because the first pada is Krittika 1, Krittika 2, 3 and 4. So counting for a graha placed in Taurus always starts from Capricorn. And so let's do it. Krittika 2, 3 and 4. So if you find in any horoscope a planet here in Rishabha and in the Navamsa chart you find it in Pisces or Meena, then you should know that it is a Pushkara Navamsa. The trinal pada to Krittika 4th pada has the same situation. So the trinal one is Uttaraphalguni the 4th pada. Even then the moon will be here in Navamsa. And the last one is Uttarashada the 4th pada, in which case in the Navamsa chart you will find the moon in Pisces. The 4th pada of Arudra is also a Pushkara Navamsa. So the Arudra nakshatra, which is the 6th nakshatra, falls in this zone. Counting for a graha placed in Gemini, Mithuna, always starts from Thula or Libra in the Navamsa chart. So let's count. The first two Navamsas are, here it is Mrigasira 3, Mrigasira 4, then Arudra 1 and then Arudra 2. Arudra 3 and then Arudra 4. So in the Navamsa, you'll have to place this planet here. This is a Pushkara Navamsa. The same rule applies for Swati, which is the 15th nakshatra, and so is true of Satabhisha, 24th nakshatra. If a graha is in Satabhisha 4th pada, in the Navamsa you will have to place it over here. So this is a Pushkara Navamsa. So let's do the last one. This is Punarvasu 4th pada, in which case you will place the moon in the same place in Navamsa, because the counting for all grahas placed in Karkataka always starts from here. So this happens to be the first pada of this sign. So we place in Navamsa the moon over here. This is actually Punarvasu, the 4th pada. And the trinal pada for Punarvasu 4th happens to be Vishaka, the 4th pada, in which case also you will find the moon in the same place in Navamsa, Karkataka, and this is a Pushkara Navamsa. Poorvabhadra, the 4th pada, also you will find the moon in the same place in Cancer, which is a Pushkara Navamsa. Sometime back in a video I mentioned that the best of stars is Rohini, and some of the viewers of my channel have asked what is so special about Rohini Nakshatra. So let's get back to Rohini. So Rohini is the 2nd pada. The Navamsa is a Pushkara Navamsa. This moon is special because moon is Vargotama and it is right in the middle of the sign of a very fertile sign Venus. And there are some special degrees called the Pushkara Bhaga, a particular degree. And one of the Pushkara Bhaga is the 14th degree of Rishabha. And the 14th degree corresponds to Rohini, the 2nd pada. So this is very special because moon is not just Vargotama and in great mood already, and apart from that it occupies a very special degree called the Pushkara Bhaga, and therefore Rohini 2nd pada is special amongst the 108 padas in Indian astrology. So before winding up, I would like to place before you a question. Does Amitabh Bachchan have any planet or any graha in Pushkara Navamsa? 1 or 2 or 3 grahas? And if yes, what is the role of the grahas concerned? Did the Pushkara Navamsa positions of these grahas help him reach the superstar position? These are the questions. If you know the answers, send me an email to astroekdk@gmail.com. We have come to the end of this video. In case you have any doubts, please type them out in the comment section, and whenever I find the time, I'll answer them for you. And see you soon in my next video.